This tutorial is designed to help you as a user navigate the Failsafe software system. Primarily, you will be using the View Part and Create Shipment features. Your administrator has set up all companies, modes, and part numbers that relate to your operation. As a user, you know what to ship, how much to ship, and where to ship it. Once you make a selection, you will have access to all packaging materials and components, step-by-step packing instructions, and pictures of markings and labels for the specific part. Let's quickly take a look at View Part, which allows you to quickly review items listed in inventory. Select the company and mode of shipment that apply to the part you would like to review, then click on the part number in the drop-down list. Click Go and the part will load. Once loaded, tabs will display in black if they contain information relevant to the user. You will notice that the Special Conditions field is displayed regardless of which tab is selected. If no conditions are specified, you will see the word None. The initial tab highlighted displays basic hazardous information. Additional tabs include Alerts and Variations, Remarks, Packaging Instructions, Markings and Labels, Special Provisions, and the Emergency Response Guide. Tabs displaying in gray contain no information for the user. Packaging instructions are distinguished differently for ground and air shipments. For air, options include passenger cargo and cargo aircraft only. Ground shipments are classified as either spec or non-spec packaging. By clicking View Details, you may view and print outer and inner package details, a list of components, and the packaging steps. Now let's take a look at Create Shipment. You will first enter a bill number, which can be an internal bill number or your carrier's bill number, such as a FedEx bill number. You can also enter an internal reference number that you use to track shipments, but this field is not required. The carriers for your company are listed in the next drop-down box. If you cannot find the carrier you need in this list, contact your administrator. Next, if you ship from multiple locations, be sure that the default Ship From location is correct. If it is not, find the correct location in the drop-down list. The Ship To location follows, which contains a library of addresses that you can ship to. Some users will also be given the right to create a new location by clicking the blue link and adding another address. In the next section, you will identify the parts that will be included in the shipment. Select a company, mode of shipment, and part number, then click Add. Once the part is loaded, the same tabs appear as in the View Part section, including the Special Conditions note. When preparing a shipment, be sure to click on each tab that appears in black, since those tabs contain information that you as the user need to review before completing a shipment. The first screen contains hazardous information for the part, and it is important for the user to verify that the proper shipping name is listed under this part number, as well as the unit packaging that is being prepared for the shipment. Under the Packaging tabs, you will see outer and inner packaging, as well as the components that are needed to meet packaging specifications. It is important that the user look at the part numbers for each package and component to comply with the specification packaging. To put these components together in the right way, you can click View Details to review and print a complete list of step-by-step assembly instructions. To comply with regulations, you need to follow these closure notification steps to meet specification packaging requirements. In the event that more than one packaging tab is black, or two sets of packaging instructions appear under the same tab, the user may make a selection during the Create Shipment process and follow a single set of packaging specifications. The Markings and Labels tab gives you a graphic representation of how your package should look. Special provisions come directly from 49 CFR and display for the user under this tab. The Emergency Response Guide is also available to the user and will print with the shipping papers once the shipment is created. After you selected which packaging option to follow, click Next. You will then be able to enter the number of outer packages, in this case the number of fiberboard boxes. Then you can enter the details for each of those packages. For instance, select Package 1 from the drop-down list and input the number of inners as well as the package weight, which is not the weight of the product itself, but rather the overall weight of the package. If all packages are the same, click the blue All Same button. If there are differences, you can select and modify each package accordingly. You may also enter an additional part tracking number if you so choose, but it is not required. Once you click Next, the system checks to make sure the package is in compliance. At this point, you may add another part to the shipment. You will also see that you cannot change the mode of shipment since error was selected for the previous entry. These screens will look familiar, so first notice the proper shipping name and quantity per unit. Look through each tab and be sure to carefully look for multiple packaging options under the Packaging tab and select one option if necessary. Click Next and enter package details on the next screen. Once you click Next and proceed to the next screen, you can edit, copy, or delete any previously entered package. Next, you will find the overpack feature. Let's assume we have 2 overpacks for this shipment. On the next screen, you can drag each package and drop it into an overpack. If one package is placed in the wrong overpack, you can drag it down and drop it where it needs to go. When you click Done, the package items will tell you which overpack they are assigned to. Before we finish, the user can choose whether to display the shipping papers in open form or tabular form, as well as select whether or not red hatchings need to be printed on the shipping paper. If you already have red hatch paper, uncheck this box. Otherwise, leave it checked. You now have the option to preview the shipping document to get an idea of how the information you've entered will display when printed out. You may also click Hold if you are not ready to complete the shipment, or if you may need to make changes at a later time. To find a held shipment, click History, then Held Shipments, and you will see it appear in the list below. Select your shipment and click Load to make further changes if necessary, then click Complete when finished. Once you confirm that you want to complete the shipment, federal regulations do not allow further changes to be made. Shipping documents will display, including 2 copies of the shipper's declaration, the ERG specific to each part in the shipment, a graphic representation of the outer packaging, and any special provisions, which you can then print. This concludes the user training series. You as a user are now ready to prepare shipments using the Failsafe software.